And Hitler was under the same ideology of fascism, which America is too. That's why you see this goddamn fascism. So it doesn't represent any type of freedom. This is a wicked kingdom, okay? Because it's going to say that America is the hammer of the earth, okay? I'm gonna bring this out. It's basically general information about the statue. It says religious liberty is an allegorical work of monumental scale. The sculpture symbolizes Republican freedom, represented by a classical female figure. Her head is crowned by a Phrygian cap with a border of 13 stars, referring to the original 13 paladins. In her left hand is opposing Janus of religious liberty clutches the scroll, the Constitution of the United States, the legal instrument by which social equality and freedom of conscience are assured. Her right arm is raised protectively over the Janus of faith with handsome youth. Okay, you want to pay attention to the word handsome youth. When you read the Quran, it tells you that handsome youth, they use the same word so certain in their kingdom. Okay? So basically, handsome. So basically, handsome youth. So handsome youth represents pedophilia. During the Roman times, it was known as pederasty. Basically, had older men having sex with little boys. And this is so-called Judaism. He's the supreme devil on the earth. Continuing on, it says, a handsome youth at her side holds in his hand the burning lamp of religion. Now, the burning lamp represents Lucifer, okay? The light bearer, okay? Basically means it has power. The so-called weapon has power over the earth. Okay? At her foot, a fearsome eagle symbolizes America, okay? In America, in the Bible, we refer to it as the scripture, the beginning of time. That indicates the so-called weapon. Symbolic of America crushing with its claws the hideous serpent of intolerance. And at the same time, he saw the damn serpent as well. It says, crushes with its claws the hideous serpent of intolerance, suggesting the continuing triumph of American democracy. Democracy over the powers of injustice and persecution. Well, this kingdom is unjust and they persecuted the Israelites. Scripture say that Zechariah was persecuted slave.
You want a quick precept? Basically, just naked ass baby and shit. It's funny too. You're walking up the stairs, right? This is you brought this out the one time. This is Exodus 20:26. It says, "Neither shalt thou go up steps unto mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon." Now here you actually got steps, and you got something completely fucking naked. But the Lord said basically when you go up, you're not supposed to go upstairs, you know, because he could. So yeah, so you know, shit ain't showing. But they openly have this fucking statue naked and shit.
They call themselves Israelites.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I mean, this is at the the American Jewish History Museum or whatever like that. And this is where they're relocated. And these are supposed to be God's chosen people who don't follow the laws. You know, they ain't going back to the forefathers of Jacob. They're going back to the forefathers of Esau with the Roman bullshit. You know.
Represents totalitarianism, okay? Look at the word totalitarianism. It says, now, mind you, this statue represents freedom. You know? Basically, anybody can do what they want, etc. It says, there's a political system in which the state holds total authority over the society and seeks to control all aspects of public and private life whenever necessary. So this statue is a contradiction, man. Okay? It's a clear contradiction.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1.
15, Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication.
It's the beginning of what? Spiritual fornication. The Israelites now, they're married or joined onto the Lord. So we're supposed to praise, our power. This is supposed to be for the Israelites. This has nothing to do with the nation of Israel, man. Realistically. Alright? But like I said before, the other nations, they don't got a power. So what do? They make themselves idols. Unfortunately, amongst Israel, we become a victim of idol worship. But I'm supposed to say separated from these other nations, man. So we don't fall into traps like this.
Jump one verse up. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of God they are become an abomination and a stumbling blocks to the souls of men,
and a stumbling block to the souls of men. Because really, when you set up and rear idols, man, that really comes from demons, man. All right,
something with demons.
And this basically sets off a demonic vibration. Just like a movie or music, This gives you the impression that children should be basically fucking naked and in public, representing pedophilia. And you got this woman fucking almost 100 feet in the fucking air, at least 50 feet.
God knows what's in that bowl she's holding, what it symbolizes. Could be that teacher's sperm that was feeding them children. I mean, in this day and age. Let me got the breakdown what's in the bowl. Let me got that.
Oh, you got the breakdown?
Yeah, what's in the bowl. Yeah. This is Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man.
So, it don't get no clearer than that. And all these women that come up here, like you had these freaking Moabite women, and they already worship Esau. They came by, took their pictures, Basically, the women are getting the impression like they should even be in that spirit, Basically exalted. Being an exalted spirit.
And that goes against the order because the woman was created for the man.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. A woman's supposed to be a helpmeet unto the man. All right, we were created first.
So this is all Queen of Heaven and the Princess Diana worship. Go back to Isis. Egyptian Isis, all the way back to Nimrod's mother, Semiramis. So just the same shit, different package, over and over again. And that puts the vibration on the population to go into that Mother Earth spirit. And now, the Father come first, the Heavenly Father ultimately. Okay, and then Yahweh Shai, and then his people, the real true Israelites, which is made up of so-called Latino, Native Americans, and Negroes. All right, father descent, lineage, bloodline, gene, seed. Okay. Finish up this one right here, verse 12. Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life.
So this is basically one big corruption.
Corrupt. It's corrupting you because it's making you worship the creature more than the creator. So you're looking at the things that are seen and not looking at who Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's why the first fire says the devising of an idol in the beginning of spiritual fornication.
Spiritual fornication. Yeah.
So this idol was basically devised to make you go off. All right? And get the basically sin.
Can't worship the Lord and worship idols.
Oh yeah, God.
We'll bring that out when the brother finishes this precept. Still it says, if you all right with this, you ain't all right with the Lord.
Looking at right now. It's at 47, right? Alright, I got a little line here. Well, it's longer than a precept. It's Isaiah 47:8. It says, therefore hear now this, thou art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall now sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come in thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in the perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
Yeah, the thing is, you ain't going to prevail. This ain't going to profit you. You know, this is basically a stumbling block.
Where?
For 2/3 and these other nations that the Lord don't care about. This is part of the gross darkness, man. Very simple to know that this is nothing but this ain't gonna do nothing, you know? Realistically, man. Why would you even worship a piece of fucking stone? It's an element. These people out of their fucking mind.
Verse 12 says, stand now with thine enchantments, and with thy multitude of thy sorceries.
As you notice, you got, like we already mentioned, you got the witch hat on. Alright?
Wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
It says where thou hast labored from thy youth. So America was built on witchcraft, man.
Right.
It was and it always will be. Okay? And this is one of their idols.
Going back to that devil Adam Weishaupt.
Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly procrastinators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
And that's the plagues that's coming to America. Death, famine, destruction, disease warfare, martial law, race wars.
Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame.
So don't the scriptures talk about how all the elements are going to melt with fervent heat? So this is an element, man. It's fucking stone. And it's going to melt.
There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one up to his quarter, none shall save thee.
You're going to be destroyed, man. If you're not idol worship, alright? Which is why America's going to be destroyed, man. First fornication, first wickedness. And this is just complete wickedness. You know? This image had nothing to do with the creation of heaven or earth. Has nothing to do with the nation of Israel. And that's why when we put these other nations into captivity, they're not going to be allowed to do this, man. All right? They're going to have to worship our power. All right? The way they force this shit upon us and basically on a continual basis try to cause us to go astray from the truth. That's the same thing that we're going to do to them, man. All right? The only difference is we're going to beat the fuck out of them.
I read that.
All right? Right before the Sabbath, we're going to beat them into oblivion. All right?
And finishing off in this article, it says religion is personified by a youth standing. Basically, it says religion is freedom, but the word religion means to control.
That's right.
So Esau's is a damn serpent, man. Okay, his lips are full of venom and deceit. I wish I could get on
There's no more stuff over there, is it?
I think that's ours. It says religion is personified by a youth standing beside the figure of liberty whose outstretched arm extends over him protectively. His right hand reaches toward her, while in his left he holds at the base, he holds indistinguishable flame of fire. Here, no, emphasize the word is inextinguishable. Basically, meaning Esau thinks he's not going to go out. His power is not going to end. Basically, his power on earth is not going to end. His kingdom is going to continue on forever and ever. That's why they put the word inextinguishable. Okay, they don't have a fucking flame, man. Okay, the flame is not there, man. It says at the base of the group is an American eagle. Remember this American, crushing a serpent in its talons, signifying the triumph of American democracy over tyranny or of intolerance and oppression. Well, this is an oppression society, so it's basically some more bullshit that Esau puts out there, man. More lies. This is and that eagle has two different meanings. On one hand, it represents Esau. On the other hand, it represents Yahweh Shah, because the claw of the eagle is gripping a snake, and the snake represents Esau. Lamentations 4:18. Our persecutors are swifter than eagles of the heaven. That's basically a key word for Esau, or the so-called white man. And they call them our persecutors. Not our liberators, okay? So as the so-called white man, they liberate us from our captivity, okay? The Emancipation Proclamation further enslaved us, okay? They took off the physical chains and put on the mental chains. It says, and they pursued us upon the mountains, they laid wait for us in the wilderness. It's verse. It says, the breath of the Nazis. I can start right there. That's the point. Esau is a damn evil. They ended the damn serpent.
I got a quick precept. This is Jeremiah 2:27. Saying to a stop, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. Which, it's funny that it's a mother stone, you know, basically saying that it brought you forth or whatever. But anyway, they have turned their back unto me and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. For according to the number of thy cities are the gods, O Judah.
That's what you're looking for?
Is it? Yeah.
This is proving that Yahweh Shah also represents the eagle. This is Jeremiah 49 verse 22. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Basra. Okay? So it's referring to Yahweh Shah's second arrival. Okay? Because Yahweh Shah, when he comes back, he's basically going to destroy America. Okay? And it says he will spread his wings over Basra. The Basra represents America. And the Lord is coming in the chariots of Israel, okay? With power and great glory. And it says, and at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in pegs.
And this goes to show you that America realistically is not a God-fearing nation, because when they started writing things like the Constitution and the amendments, one of those is freedom to religion. So that's basically the liberty to believe in what you want. So here's a perfect example of how they allow you to basically worship anything. Be a freak, be a witch, be a homosexual, be a pedophile. You know? All this really represents is the fact that America is a wicked society and they allow wickedness. Hence the so-called freedom of religion. And even speech, that whole bullshit on freedom of speech, that's complete bullshit. The scriptures talk about how a man shall be justified by his sayings.
Sorry.
All right? So what are your sayings? Well, look at this. restoration and relocation of religious liberty. So it's all bullshit. The scriptures clearly tell you that there's no life in this. It's spiritual fornication, all right? Meaning you go against the maker, all right?
Come on.
Notice how it tells you, notice how it tells you that it's in commemoration of America's independence. You know?
This is going into the serpent. This represents Esau. Isaiah 27:1. In that day, the Lord with his sword and great and strong, with his sword and great and strong sword, shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Okay, so the serpent and the dragon represents Esau. Okay, basically the Lord's going to slay him. Okay, so the Lord is a dragon slayer. Okay, so he's going to basically destroy Esau and his works. Okay.
Talk about how we're going to overthrow strongholds.
Matthew 24 verse 27. For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. That's talking about the chariots of Israel, man. Wow. We just read that the eagle shall spread its wings over Basel. Okay, so you're going to have hundreds of chariots over America destroying it, okay? Destroying the serpents.
Yeah, I got the law for these Israelites since they're on the stone saying they're the Israelites. What's the Lord said if you're an Israelite? Exodus 20:1. And the God spoke all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord Yahweh, thy God, am a jealous God, visited the iniquity of thy fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation to them that hate me, of them that hate me. But that's the law. The key point of the law is thou shalt have no other gods before me. In verse 4, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image. And they said they're the Israelites. This is the law of the Israelites. When did that law become done away with? Because they're not the Israelites. Okay, and they causing the true Israelites to commit spiritual fornication. Right? That's the law right there in Exodus for you Israelites, for you Israelis, I guess, right?
Yeah. It's very rare that they call themselves Israelites, though.
Yeah, that's what I was telling the brother there earlier. It's very rare they call themselves Israelis, but they got Israelites on this stone.
The main two things that they worship
homosexuality,
right here.
idol worship,
and that's the creature. That's the 4-footed beast. The eagle they got up there. They got the serpent.
So this is
the creeping thing.
So to them so-called Jews, which is really Esau, this is basically his main worship right here. Got witchcraft, the woman,
child pedophilia, the 4-footed beast, the eagle, the dirty ass eagle, which is a proud bird, which is the same spirit the Romans had, came with the eagle and the Greeks.
This goes to show basically everything that the scriptures are saying, man. So Esau can't possibly be, righteous.
Scripture say Isaiah 26:10, let favor be shown to the wicked, but yet he will not learn righteousness. So he ain't gonna learn to do the right thing. He gonna do everything contrary to the Lord. So that's why 2/3 of our people got to be destroyed, because they ain't gonna be geared to come back to the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. And they're gonna be seduced by the wicked.
So Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side, according to it. And everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side, according to it. That's what's going to happen to the when the Lord comes back. Basically, total annihilation, okay, of America. And throughout wherever the terrorists are going to be, they've been basically destroying this land. Okay? Where they're on fire. The terrorists. So that was our take on this this idol. It has dual meanings: eagle, the serpent; Diana, Semiramis, is Tammuz. You know, and the hypocrisy of these so-called Jews. Like I said again, this idol has dual meanings. That's one over we brought scriptures out about the eagle representing Esau, both Esau and Yahushua in the church, and the serpent representing wisdom and Esau. So with that, I'd like to say shalom. Shalom.